wanted to share with you what I've got in my new stash pile from different like a Facebook resale places and some online. So I was not originally planning to buy bunch of stuff like especially in the beginning of the year, but the prices were so good that I couldn't just resist and decided to grab it. Especially some of those things you see in front of you are totally like very, very hard to find. So one lady was selling her stash of Lanarte and some other things. So I got just some. And like I like a woman's image, especially if it's slightly different, not just a typical portrait of some regular lady, but something different. And I've never seen these Lanarte. They're older. As you can see, it's a kit. It's not very big size, but it's all in here, thread and the fabric and the pattern. So these two go sort of like a pair of different style. I don't think it's going to take much to stitch on both of them, because as you can see, like it's just a lot of outline and stuff, and it's very subtle, gentle. And then again, a couple of little bit bigger size styles. So one was this one that goes with the other ones, as they say, but I don't think it's exactly like same style. But again, Sarah Moon, different like a era lady, and was like a border in there, like she's by the wall. And it's been opened before, as you can see, but seems like everything is in there, and it has like a silver metallic thread in here. So it's a little bit older thing, and everything seems in still in there. So it's some markings with the thing. So that was that. And then we had three more ladies. I thought they were also kind of in the same style, especially those two Sarah Moons. And I have the bride. I think it's several similar looking one and another one, and I think I have only one. So out of like a three collection, so I thought I should grab and make it as a three collection. All those two, these two ladies have a little bit more wilder hair, kind of looser, but again, it's sort of like an outline blending in with the fabric. Especially as you can see the legs here, I think it's not printed, it's all plain fabric, but it's a kit again. And it's this one more I don't know, is that like a Grecian style kind of looking, and some back stitching you can see around her eyes. Sorry for the light. And again, that's a whole kit in here, and it has not been started. So those were Lanarte kits. Then all the way from Canada came this that I've been looking for. It's like one day I was thinking of all kinds of Lanarte things that there's a couple that I've been searching for, and it's I haven't seen anywhere yet, even on eBay to buy. So it's a Cleopatra, but Queen Cleopatra, not a simple version. Simple like miniature I don't want, but I want to go with my King Tut to go together. So if you know anybody, I might later do my most search for patterns or kits, and if you know where to find it, I would appreciate it. So I might do the separate video on that. But this is like, again, I was thinking one day how some of the mirabilis, you know, so hard to find and out of print, and I've been in love with this this version, this pattern. It's not big actually, not a typical like Mirabilia, and it's called English Roses 1995 design. It was taped up, but that's okay, and it was very, very reasonable price actually. So I just grabbed it and said, hey, me, and I got it. It took a bit to arrive, but now I have to start looking for those the threads, Ely silk ribbons, so that I know it's been very hard to find too. So for people that are trying to stitch, so if you know like a conversion for them, if you, especially if you stitch them, would you mind sharing that information with me? I would be greatly appreciative of that. So that was one mirror, and my Inspirations magazine came in of this year's first one. First issue is 121, and it has, as you can see, all kinds of things. It has like patterns in here that you can use, and amazing designs in there, and information, and like this um, like hummingbirds, like a straight stitching. But you can always get like a whole kits purchasing in there. That's what is also neat. And like this white, what was it called, design, schwarm embroidery technique. I've never tried, so I want to try all those new techniques that I'm stumbling upon. And by Deborah Love Australia, for example. So a lot of neat projects in here, and I want to try all. Like it seems like this one might not be very hard, but need to figure out how to cut it and put it all together too, not just the simple stitching. So yeah, love this flower, amazing looking. So I'm delving a little bit more in that. One time, many years ago, I thought about trying out like I think it's an Irish, not the knitting, Irish crocheting, this kind of style, but I never get to it because, like always, time for me. So those were magazine and Facebook place shopping. Then I got some things from like AliExpress, and I'm gonna show you some neat stuff. So these little thingies, there's one more, are like I'm gonna make into magnets. They're little pins with the coffee, different coffee style, like brewing machines and pots. So I want to cut them off and make it into magnets, because if you know, I'm a big coffee fan, can drink it day and night, and I'm trying out different types of coffees. So there were 5 in a package, and I got them. Hopefully you don't hear a lot of crinkling. Then I wanted to try out, I thought even for like a framing or designs like that, it would be cool to try out. These are like a chrome paint markers, so it really is shiny, like a looks like a mirror, gold and silver, so you can practically see your own reflection. So I tried out, it really looked great. So my daughter is also in drawing and arts, so I thought we could all use like that, and that's also could be cool details. So I tried those markers. Then for, I think it's like for stump work, I decided to try out 0.3 millimeter wire. So it's a thin gold wire in here, and a little roll in there, and it's nice and bending. Looks like a copper wire for some of the designs that I want to try out, and we'll see how that works. And this is embroidery thread polyester, so I got the white color too. It's a little bit thicker. So for example, if you want to do beading, I got the white one. Same 100% polyester, and you have to look at the sizing. Some are thicker, some are thinner, and that can be used also for embroidery machine. For example, this one is a bit thinner. It's 75D, it's considered. So the thread should be very strong, but this is thickness slightly different. So this is stronger and will hold, especially if you want to beading, like I'm planning to do one big full coverage with just beads. So I think this will work well. So I got these. Then just for fun, not cross stitch exactly related, but you can put, I can, if I wanted to drill holes through that, but those are tags that you can draw, or like if you're gifting some design, I thought that would be something cool. So it's with the twine, with all the holes, and there's lots of those different little tags to try out. And then if you remember, I did the Riola's egg, so I was trying to find again something to do. I like the idea. So these are all of eggs. They're wooden eggs, different sizing. Like these are already colored up, so that's looks like a real egg, but it's actually not. It's a wooden color. Sorry, we were interrupted by a dog. So these are actual wood eggs with a different sizing, as you can see, a little bit slightly different. So got the collection, and this one even had like an egg stand to put it in. So I might get some idea. Plus, in Lithuania, we do like a scraping of color in the egg. So that I thought would be something cool, especially since these are already painted well, not like with a house paint. So I mean, like regular egg paint. So I might play around with the different ideas for decorations. So those were eggs, and all of that was from AliExpress. And let me put this away, and I'll show you what I got from 123 Stitch. And this is my pack from 123 Stitch. So a couple of them silk threads, some like Wigs Dye Works. I was again kitting up for some of the things that I wanted to start this year, or even more. And like I said, Gay and Rogers things I want to try out to stitch this year. And like this is number 4. I don't know how I still feel about the giant ones. I know store owners don't like the big size because it takes much more space for the same size, but this is like a copper one. I can't remember exactly what I needed them all for, but I have it written down somewhere on the paper. And these were it's like a special embroidery needles. So I've never tried this. Let me see, which one is this? Boy, did they tape it up well. As you can see, I haven't pulled it out yet out of the bags, anything. So for some of the special things that I'm planning to stitch, I need a specific type of needles, and that's a size 9 pointy embroidery needles. I'll know what I'm needing to use that for. And again, the fabric, some of them I still can't find, but some, like I think this one I want to do white work, a sampler from the book Frisian White Work, I believe. So I needed a bigger piece for that. And there is a 32 count antique white for that also. So seems like Edinburgh linen is slightly, no, it depends, I guess, which angle you pointed out, look like slightly different color. And then let's see, this one I think I used this is 28 count. I was planning to use for something but it's a gingerbread. I had the 32 count, but I needed 28 count for one of the projects, and 25 count linen, Dublin linen. And as you can see, it's much more looser. You can see the, what you call those, like a slugs, much easier on this one. So that's just some of the fabrics that I got from 123 Stitch, and some of the threads that I needed. So it's all going to be used. Then I went in a store because I wanted to try out Hazen Bloom Camp and other some things that I've never tried before. And I got some fabric. I wasn't sure if it's a correct one, but like I needed wall, and like these were for 2 projects, I think, to do. And that one is like a organza silk one I want to do for Luneville embroidery, and I think that's a silk one. It wasn't saying much, but I was getting that, and I know that some of the stitchers that do go to the specific schools in France embroidery, saying that Gutterman, those threads are pretty good to work on. Like, so I was trying to get slightly different shades to, like, for the leaves, for example, or for like a flower buds. So I was trying to go with the slight shapes, and I'll be collecting those colors to go. I think like that's kind of goes one in after another. So I'm planning to do all kinds of other things. So we'll see how that goes. But I still need to get some kind of things, because this is linen and cotton fabric split mix. So there's I think I need to get like a more backing for it to work. So again, I'm branching out for something totally different, never tried before, and I'm curious to see how it's gonna work out. So that was from the fabric store. So I think that's it that I got in January, and I was not planning to shop for any of that, but as you can see, sometimes it's just my curiosity draws, and especially those resale places. I was very happy to get some of those kits. I mean, I didn't need to have them, but it was amazing that I found them, especially those very, very old ones that I've never even seen anywhere selling. So that was kind of cool, and the mirabilia in there too. So that's what my big pile of January shopping was. Unexpected, but I think I still saved a lot of money on those kits and patterns. So let's hope that that does not mean that that's how the whole next year is gonna go. Fingers crossed, right? I don't need more stuff except like some threads and the fabric for the designs that I already have. Now let's look at my stash that I got in February. So different stores, I've got quite a bit of stuff. And some places had a clearance, some had different sales. So I was just piling up. And as you know, I've started doing FFOing. So I figured out I might need some of those things. Plus, since I'm getting more interested in different types of stitching that involves some different styles of beads, and maybe I'll create something myself soon, I figured out I might use it. So like simple beads, for example, doing the oval ornaments, needed size like 8, so just got something like this. And then let's see which one was, I think Michael's had clearance. I mean, for $2 these beads, even if I want to do bead weaving, which I have the like a kit little thing that I got, I don't know, on clearance, I guess. I got different types of sizes beads for this, and like that. Then I thought this was kind of interesting. It was though $3, but it's a check glass super duo, bronze color, and as you can see, it's like a little owl eyes that has 2 holes. So I thought that might be interesting style to use. So got that. Another golden one. I figured the typical colors in here. Then something to make, there's a fox as a needle minder, and these like a fence for mermaids, because I have several designs for mermaids. I might be able to use that, and it's a nice and shiny, and it was of course on sale. Like there's a Halloween themed ones, bigger size, so if I need for something I can add. Then it was for making around ornaments. These are 8mm ones. I just put in the separate bags because it comes like in this, and these were red color, so it's a Christmassy color. And then I got this shiny gold. They're plastic though, but maybe I'll use it for something cheap. Regular glass beads, and I figured out these are same size, 5mm imitation pearls, and I got a big bag of different like a sizing pearls, if in case I decide to play around and make something. So these are the beads, and then I got, there's also like a multicolored ones that shines. And then there was like a half off sale, and I figured out this would be good if I make kind of jewelry type of things, or let's say like tambour beading, it would be useful, or any of those things, even like mirabilia. I mean, I could replace something with this on the fancy ladies, like a snowflake, giant ones. But I mean, look at it. Could you resist? I love how the the texture, like a style with little holes in these are, and make it very sparkle. But like this one, it sparkles like a diamonds, and they just I'm like a bird, just couldn't resist these colors, and just grabbed to add to my stash. And this way, once I have it, if I'm making something, I mean, wouldn't you want, this looks like crystals kind of thing. So I thought I would grab these. So those would be beads. Let me put this away and show you what else I've got. So next I've got these also to try out for like edges of different type of ornaments, flat folds that I could sew, and little things, poofy things would pop out. So the typical like colors. Then I don't remember if I showed you guys when I went to quilting store, I was looking for like a quilting plastic. So this is what you could like cover tables and stuff, but for the craft, you cut out and put in sort of like a, would use stiffener stabilizer behind the 3D things and the bags and things like that. So I needed this to make like inside of this band to make it more stable. Sadly, I forgot and I washed it, and the color ran and I couldn't get it out. But since it's going to be handled by hand, I figured sometime I'll have to wash it anyway after touching everybody's hands. But I made this just now, like last night, so I figured I would show you. So I got the, I don't remember how big the roll of this, and I've been cutting. It's not very super thick, so it's easy to cut with the scissors, all of those shapes. So this is what I've got. Then again, something sparkly. So these are like jewelry pieces, but they're stickers, and I figured maybe I'll be able to use on some of the fancy ladies something like this too, to try out, and maybe sew like a little bit around so it does not get fallen out. And some of them are non-repeating, some are, so we'll see, as a jewelry like a necklace or something that would look cool. And since I've been planning to try out like tambour beading Lunaville, I want to make my own like a bead holder, and I found this like a real leather leftover bag packages that there was, I think at the Hobby Lobby I got this, and there's you don't know what you're getting in the package. And what I had here, I hope it's not too loud of the crinkler. So I needed like two different colors. Depends on what size I would like to make, but I needed two sides because the fake leather would not work. You needed, like, I don't need this part. I would need a soft part. So you would make one side one color, one side another color, and those are the colors I chose. Maybe I'll get a different pile too and try out, but I got this. And looking right now, I fell in love with one pattern where the sides of that mat was made with the beads, so it was pretty thick, and I fell in love with the pattern, but I'm trying to find out who the designer is. So I got that part. So next, for one of those bags that I have, I got the lavender, and it really smells even through the enclosed bag. And I could put it somewhere in a little pillow or something like that, sitting next to me on my desk, perhaps, or bedroom or living room, because it really has beautiful lavender smell in here. So this is pretty good size bag. So yeah, we'll need to use this for something. Never done something like this, so I'm eager and excited to try it out. All right, so there's going to be a tiny bit that I purchased on the resale group on Facebook online, and mostly it's going to be now what I found in secondhand shops. So this 12 by 24, so it's not fully fat quarter, black Belfast linen I got for $3. So it looks like a unused, a big roll in here. Found for a quarter, seems like still new beading thread. I don't remember. I don't think I had something like this, so I'm curious to figure out how well it works. I found Silk Splendor thread. I mean, it's slightly used, but I think it's hand washable, so that's good. And it's, I mean, it's for 20 cents, right? That's great. Brand new, and I'm sure I'll try it out for something. And since I'm planning to stitch something with the bees, I figured this for a quarter, at least I got some bee pins in here, and I would get something extra out of that. But I mean, for a quarter, that's cool. Some backing fabric for more traditional kind of things in here. And let's see, in here, since I've been looking at all kinds of sparkly things, this is a necklace, but I think I could take it apart if I wanted to use it. It looks like a practical Swarovski. Perhaps it is a Swarovski necklace. So if I did not want to wear it, this is what I could use it. It's several different sizes, one like a medium and smaller, but I mean, look at the amount of that, right? What I would get to buy in the shop. So it's like I'm grabbing it, even if it's not true Swarovski crystals. The sparkle, it looks so close that nobody would tell. Look at how sparkly. So grab this. Haven't decided. I haven't put it on yet to try out, but this. And then I hit the lock. Look at that. This is the part Just Nan flutters. I've never tried something like this, and it looks like it has fabric and the threads, everything in there that needed. I didn't look if it's some little beads in there or not, but for $3, this one. Then the pattern Dewdrop, I don't remember if it's out of print, this one, but it has extra for $1. It's I would need, of course, to get fabric, but I mean, right? Just Nan. And then I was looking through the magazine area in there, and I found something like Dimensions, and it's Mary Engelbright, and it's always for, I think they were like for a quarter actually. So that's just the patterns of that, so I couldn't pass it around. Even if I don't stitch, I would get for somebody. Then I found this Sweetheart Tree kit, acorns needlework. I've been looking something to do for a fall season with the acorns, and boom, you know, for $8 as a whole kit with the fabric and all those beads in here. So I just couldn't pass by. I like Sweetheart Tree and all other wood that has some little bit specialty stitches, as you can see in here. But as a whole kit, yeah, I couldn't pass. And then I found the first design. Did I start stitching or not? But there are 3 Sandy Orton designs that are like similar to each other, like a trio. And I found this magazine, I mean, for a quarter. So this is Le Jardin. There's the lilies and something else. So got this magazine, found something with Teresa Wensler's. They had a lot of different magazines, and something from here that I fell in love. I haven't marked yet, but there were some cool designs in this one. I mean, look at that, like maybe it's this one, geisha, with some extra things, and there's Japanese fish in canvas, but you can see like some straight stitches. Maybe I think it is a Kreinik in there. 10 stitch, brick stitch. So there's a little bit specialty stitches involved. Simple pillows, talk, and something like that. I mean, for a quarter, right? The teacups by Cross My Heart. Let's see, Victorian treasures. Maybe I'll make a couple ornaments out of this. Needlepoint. I have never done needlepoint yet, but it's a dragon year, so I might check it out and try this out. There was writing in the magazine, but it does not look like a super hard to do, and I think it's all explanations. It's old design, Blue Dragon of Good Fortune. What year was it? 1976. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I wasn't born yet. So that, and then I thought that's cute. Creative Needle Arts, Donna Gallagher, with little gnomes traveling with the scissors and stuff. let's see, this is Rendell Designs magazine, so it's all kinds of things. For a quarter, again, like all animals. I mean, look at that bunny. Isn't that hilarious? And I found another Daydreams. I just started one with Santa that I bought via Facebook, but this is for $3. And the whole kit, which has the designing mat that you can see in here. It has glass and threads and little fabric to fit inside. So something like this, it's for $3. Why not, right? Chocolate lovers, I couldn't go by. I love chocolate. I love coffee, and from a chocolate, it would be dark chocolate. So something maybe small. Maybe I'll put it in somewhere. Don't know, but I mean, for 30 cents, who would say no? Correct. And I couldn't pass by the Dimensions kit. This is for $2. Even if I don't stitch it, it's a little bit too much of the country, simple stitches. But at least I can use the threads in here. And as you can see, it's a stamped. But if I don't stitch it, I could reuse the threads for some of the projects that I might use it. And then let's see. I got these threads. There's a Persian yarn. So I might be able to use for something, and for 10 cents, some of the threads. I mean, I have a lot of threads, but these look like a full. And there were some more in here that I grabbed as a full skein. This one is 8 yards. There's a different, this is Bucilla thread. So I thought that was interesting. It says Sunfast boil proof, super mercerized. So I know there's the Bucilla kits that people might want to use. There's a JP codes. So interesting to try out all the different styles of the threads. Then I also found this for $4, Teddy Tea Party. So that's kind of cute, simple. The whole full kit in here inside. At least I feel by thickness. I have not opened yet. It's 14 count Ada. I would most likely, if I decide to stitch it, most likely would change the fabric perhaps, or just keep it for the threads for that amount. And then online on Facebook resale, and it came like in protective sleeves. I bought this cross and patch. Again, it's acorns, perfect. Practically got it at the same time as I found that acorn piece in the resale shop. So I did not pay that amount. And I thought it was just the one design, but turns out there's more in there. Valentine's Day little thingy, like all kinds of things in there. But I mainly just thought it's going to be this one. So that's great. And as you can see, there's two different layers in here with the hardinger. And since I'm coming back to this type of stitching, I thought that would be great. And oh, let's see, there's this needlepoint plus, and I got this another needle pointer. I've never done, like I said, needlepoint, but this might be something was interesting, like this lady. I mean, right? Maybe I'll try out, since I have a 24 count canvas in here. So let's see, got this alphabets, and I thought that would be useful. Different types of alphabets. It's by Leisure Arts. Not all of them, but there's a few for a quarter. Why not, right? So again, besides this, I got, she even had it put in a folder, this Lanarte pattern by Marjolaine Bastien, I think pronunciation is correctly. So I know it also comes as a kit, but I've seen outrageous price as a kit for this piece. And you can see different ones. I have several of her designs now. And actually I've seen something with the birds in like a Goodwill store for like $3 that you put in a little plants on. So it's a plant stand. So yeah, that's unmarked. As you can see, the full color, and it offers as DMC or anchor threads if you wanted to stitch it. So let's see, what's a sample. So you can do all of this kind of stuff. Take a separate little parts and stitch just that. And I've seen actually just recently this piece somebody stitching on like a green color fabric, and it looked amazing. It popped out a totally different way. So I might reconsider stitching not on the white but on some kind of colored fabric. So these were my February finds. I was not planning to get so much, but when you see great sale, I couldn't resist. So I think that's all for my February finds. Oh, I got another roll of size 8 thread for my specialty stitching. So that's it for February, and perhaps next you'll see March treasures that I found again. So don't turn off, stay tuned. Okay, let's check out what I've got in the month of March. So first of all, from the stores, again, when I get the coupon, I try to get slowly these 12 count DMC cotton pearl threads. So I'm collecting 8 and 12, and for several of those, like again Roger pieces or Hardanger, I figured out I'll need them eventually for one of those projects, so might as well get it while it's on sale. So I got something like this, and I thought those are cute straight pins that says work in progress, and these stitchy ones, letter, so I'll use it. Don't have much of those type of pins, but since I'm making some of like a pin cushions, I thought that would be useful to use that, even at least for that. And then when it's like half sale, I try to get some interesting like brooches that I probably will make it into like needle minders perhaps, which I can use as a brooch. But look how shiny it is, isn't it? I mean, sparkle, sparkle, sparkle. So when I'm going to be stitching something with the honey or a bee, then I could use something like this, queen bee for example, but it was half price and it was on clearance. So these are bicone beads in the round corner, so I can use it when I stitch, but to add little sparkle, little shine thing to this, and it's 2 millimeters, so they're small enough that should be able to fit into something. So if I want to replace regular beads with something like this, I'll be able to, and it has like a container, so that's great. And then I got this one. It's size 12 seed beads. So they have several of these boxes, coordinating kind of colors in the Hobby Lobby. So I got this time only one, spreading sort of spreading the cost through the months. But these are like my colors, sea, greenery, all that stuff. So I decided to get something like this and few more. Like I'm going to be stitching something with the acorns, fall colors. So I thought these would be looking great. While I'm stitching, enjoy looking at this. And this is, I don't know if I'll keep it myself or give it to my friend back in Lithuania, because she loves Paris, she loves Eiffel Tower. So I might give that to her. And those were like regular shopping. Now I've gotten a few things via Facebook group resale. So marketplace, I contacted one lady when I saw a couple of designs she was selling, and she said like a local pickup. So lives maybe an hour away from me in Missouri side, and she was willing to drive all the way to my place. Her husband loves to drive, so we met a little bit part way, and I bought all kinds of stuff from her, and she threw a couple things. I added a couple extra bucks for the gas at least, but this is what I got from her. This is specialty stitches. I have not tried anything like this, and it's Cathy Holicky designs. Those are snowflakes. That's only pattern, 1996 design, so it's a big package. And she had roses for St. Nicholas. I was very lucky in March with Just Nan stockings, because like at the end of last year, I was dreaming to start making some of those stockings. And boom, within a couple months, I got collection of them on resale because some of them are very hard to find. So I have this roses for St. Nicholas, and it had like a pre-cut, like a paper for that if I wanted to cut this. And she gave me this butternut road design. Let's see, had let's see. Oh, for the stocking, she had two packages. Seems like one was used, but another is looking like a full set of beads that need bead pack. So that's great. Let's see, leftovers from Sunset, which is like dimensions kit in here, and like a printed fabric with the threads, very interesting threads. So did not check if everything was in there or not. Then cross and patch design. She had more stuff, but I got some. But and you can see how neat it's looking. All those special like straight stitches, hardanger in here. This is called the Faith Sampler, and you can see a little bit up close some of the steps. And I think it has more than just that. So it's not only that, but you can do something like this. So I'll use that. Another cross and patch with the hardanger is the Hope Sampler here by Emmy Bishop also. Then she had another marjoram bustin designed by Lanarte as a pattern, and as typical, I think. It has an anchor and DMC thread list for that to stitch. So I've got this, and now I have that in just a couple months. And let's see, I think that might be it from her. And then I had a local meeting with some stitchers. Several of them came like from over an hour away because they had some embroidery gathering for a group in our area. So some of us locals that we recently met at Needlework Galleria met with a few of those ladies that traveled first time, and one of the ladies brought like a box of patterns and kits of all kinds of different variations. So we could, she said, I don't want them, do what you want. And so we picked what we wanted, and what's left I'm probably going to be taking to Galleria on a freebie table. So that's what I'm going to put in there, rest of it. So some good soul will find something, hopefully, that they've been looking for. And if I decide not to stitch it, I'll put it in there too. I'm not going to be reselling them because this is free. And the preschooler Christmas alphabet, you can see, you can do little blocks, you can do a whole thing, you can do like this, anything you want, you can spell anything, a Christmas theme. So that, then I thought that's cute, Nancy Rossi design. And I bet it would look even nicer in a different kind of background, perhaps. So if you have any suggestions or you've stitched this on a different background, I'd love to find out what color you chose. Then there's Anne Powell Heirloom Stitchery, 1983. I thought this is kind of nice. Maybe do add a little bit sparkle, maybe a bead even in there, or do like specialty stitches. Not sure about that. But there's the dimensions needle point. That's seems like it's only thread left, or maybe that was from that lady from a marketplace. I don't remember. It's all mixed in now. But there's a stamped cross, so at least the pattern and the threads leftovers are left. So even if I don't stitch, I could have a threads. Then this Needle Treasures Hummel. I think it's, you call it Hummel, well known. So I have only pattern for this, Stephen and Joseph style. Another dimensions pattern is Roses and Lace. In here, no threads, but I could look at the pattern. Maybe I'll match threads. I think I have some kind of designs, fabric, I mean, inherited from my mother-in-law. I might have to check it out. Maybe I'll make something like this and gift it to somebody. gingerbread spice. I thought that's very cute little ornament to make. Christmas doves. Then there's this one, Pennsylvania Dutch. I don't know what was written here, perhaps the name or what, but that's what it is. And Shirley Wilson, I'm sorry, apple up his eye. It's kind of cute. Also, you could just do something like this, but it's cute teddy bear design. Somebody's Love You by Darcy Gerds. So those are kind of bunnies. So maybe like pull out a bunny perhaps for Easter to stitch. Memories of Christmas. So you could recognize probably the style, Paula Vaughn. And I have never seen, usually it's like a dresses and the porch and something like that, but this is Christmas theme. So I thought that's my gift to somebody who's looking for that kind of design. And Country Life still design could probably be worked as a needlepoint. So those were from there. Let me move this aside and get some more. You know, I'm thinking that that pile might have been from the lady that I bought from Marketplace, because this is a pile I think I got from lady who brought stuff in our Stitchy group. So there's really cute. It's a Russian church, but it has some threads and looks like Ukrainian colors too. So maybe make something else and donate it to a group to could use it. JBW Designs to the Sea. That I think would work well with my hands-on design little pincushion that I have. This could be made into a roll too. Then I thought this is never seen this Celtic banner by Butternut Road. So you see half and half kind of, you have to put it together, and it's like a back stitching involved in here and repeating patterns. So this long like a sampler in here. And I thought that was cute. I have a friend who adopted cats from a friend, and I thought that might be neat to stitch. Threads are given, but threads are gray versus this is brown, so I don't know. I haven't opened yet and check it out. This made me laugh. Will work for chocolate. I could add coffee and chocolate. And then there was they mentioned small kit with those pieces. I might change the fabric when I decide to stitch. You can stitch actually those all separately and hang it like that, but I haven't decided yet. Book of Kells, and I finished last year, what was that, like a hands, Celtic hands, and my husband has some Irish blood, so I thought that was a cool thing, and product of Ireland. So as you see, I'm trying not to show the glare. That's what it looks like, some kind of creatures, and letter TA or something like written, so it has threads and everything. I might not stitch on a 14 count though. From Nancy's Needle comes this piece, and it's like a baby sampler type thing with the nest with baby. I'm not gonna stitch it yet because I don't want to curse myself and become grandma yet. And Heritage Elsa Williams with like a, mostly I see it's like a back stitching and a cross stitching. There is interesting designs by Elsa Williams that you could see. This is Irish mosaic, and it has no fabric, but it has threads in here. So I thought that might be neat to check it out. And the Creative Reflections, I have a slightly different style than that. I think they're by Bargello, if I remember correctly. I've done Bargello, and I just made in the square frame, and I hang it like this pointer. And this one is made into the mat board. I would imagine here slightly different. And then I have another by Amaryllis Artworks, but this one is from Mandala Series 1, Peaceful Sea. I can't remember which one I have. And this is Deep Forest. So as you can see, it can be made into like a box top or just a framed. And that's specialty stitches with all kinds of shiny things to do. Let's see. Checkbook cover. I have the plastic for a checkbooks, but had cover made out of paper, different style, kind of put together different things. But this is something very neat with the thistle in the middle, so it's like English style. So I might try this out. And I've been eyeing one of the permanent Copenhagen designs, not this one, but slightly different one. And this all types of alphabets in different style, lots of block work and small detail. This is 64 by 54 centimeters, so half a meter kind of in size, pretty big size. You can kind of see a little bit on here. Supposed to be stitched on the linen, and you can see the designs, bunch of back stitching and lots of little motifs in here. So that would be calling. And I got another one of this Leisure Den design. I couldn't remember which one I had it before that I found the secondhand shop, but you can see more on the bottom what it's supposed to look like. So I might donate one of these because I have already another one. And dimensions, I have can't remember, similar with the all white animals Santa, but this also I've seen as a stocking that you could buy them as a kit, or flyer like this, pamphlet. And I love it how it looks. So that's gonna be hopefully in the near future. I love how it looks, all the wild animals in white. Then Mill Hill piece, which means practically everything is out of beads. And like, look at this little hanging piece. I don't know if you could buy anywhere what do you call that, like hanging part, but I might try something. My mother-in-law had those kind of little jars with the empty top. I don't know if I got rid of them or not, but might try. And then Jim Shore monogram by Mill Hill. Of course, I would have to search for those buttons, but as you can see, you can do all kinds of things, initials and just the pillows and different sizing. So all those monograms is here, and it's black and white pattern, so lots of work. And then I thought this is New World map by Cross Stitch and Country Crafts. So it been sometime in a book or some magazine, and it looks like it's fairly simple versus the different sizes that I've seen before. And there's another Tranquil Sky, so I can put them together with the other ones I have to put. So it's this design. And let's see, I got from this one was another very cool. I mean, look at the whole book of this blue ribbon sampler by Alwyn Horwood. And this sampler is pretty big. Let's see where is the, I think, a little bit more up close pieces. It shows you, so it's split between like different blocks where you can stitch, and you can see up close pictures, which I like, but you see the design at the center. So there's a little bit challenges in here. I don't know what kind of fabric it should be, but there's all kinds of very detailed explanations with the patterns, how to do and where to do. So I think this is a whole piece. You can see in here that's real sampler with different techniques and different styles and sizing of the parts. So you can do parts separately if you wanted to, but that's a whole piece in here. So I saw this like, wow, that would be interesting challenge. I mean, when you look at the colors in here, that's amazing, right? Very springy colors. That's why they have those tulips, I guess. So that was from the lady on our Stitchy group. And then I saw this on the Facebook Marketplace, and I said, me, please. I'll take it out of the bag. So it was group. And then on the Facebook Marketplace, it was groups of different, just the patterns were put together with the pile. And I said, me, please. And let's see what I've got. So it was just Nan pieces. So I chose this pile, Cynthia Sampler, so you can see a little bit of like a back stitching to do, and little things I'll need to get to hang it, like charms. So that was that. Parlor ribbon that you can just do one, take out something and use it, maybe a little pillow or a pin. Needle story, I thought that's kind of cute. Needle, the needle is a laborer, the needle is a sorcerer, the needle is a friend, by just Nan's Garden. I got that, I think, a whole pile just for this cutie. I mean, look at that. There's stitched little turtles, little bees in the garden here. I could hang those bees that I got from a secondhand shop versus stitching those in that place. And I like those flower of joy. I mean, just those white details gonna, I think, pop out a lot. And follow the needle. And then another pile I got was stockings. Like, remember I said that I've been drooling over some stockings, and I thought about start looking for them, but some of them are very hard to find. But here's a group: Yuletide Ivy, Cranberry Plaid. So there's similar style but slightly different. There's a Sugar Plum Violets, Burgundy Bouquet, Roses for St. Nicholas, which I already have, but it's okay, and slightly different angel stocking. I think there's a few more that sort of in this stocking file, not sure. I have a angel by itself from, I think it's a different name, but she has angels that you can stitch as a big or like an ornament, and that would be second angel if I wanted to stitch that separately. So I got those piles all in one place, and that was kind of cool because I've been dreaming of those stockings, and boom, I found it on a Facebook at a very good price. So that was from Facebook Marketplace. And now what I got online, just received this one to go with my Nefertiti. So this is King Tut, because I can't find anywhere else except eBay, and it was a fairly good price. So I'm stitching this one. I have this one, and eyeing this one from this collection. But I thought King Tut and Nefertiti would go well together side by side. Don't know when I'll be able to stitch, but there's a lot of shiny Kreinik in here stitched, like all those golden parts, I believe. So we'll see how it turns out. And another thing, I received actually just one from Fiber Talk. If you don't listen to their podcast or on YouTube, you're missing a lot, because he mainly talks a lot about the different style designers, and takes interviews with designers with Royal School of Needle Art, and EGA, and just cross stitch. But just now recently they had a designer from Avlia, and she does a lot of those simple kind of meditative, I would say, like a kids, and he just had an interview with her with the new style she's coming up, like on the bags, stamped bags to stitch. It's very relaxing, repetitive kind of designs, and I won this piece when I wrote during the like a floss tube of theirs YouTube and live, and everything is included in here. As you see, the edges already prepared. All I need to do is a stitch on that, and it's like you can see the design is not big. It's like 8.5 by 5 3/4, so small, easy, relaxing stitch to be. And she has all kinds of different sizing and different colors pieces. So I just won this, or just received it, and it's cool, something relaxing I could do on a trip or something like that. And the last piece, I believe, I don't think I left anything, is something from here. Just the frames. Their previous original like maker, a guy was making it from his own home, and he didn't have like a website or anything. You write the email what size you want, and he'll send it to you, and then you pay invoice. But since he passed away, somebody managed to be able to continue his designs and sell it. So they're what was it? Not Pennsylvania, a little bit east of me, and I ordered 2 sets of this. So this is what they look like. As you can see, you tell them in the email which size you want. So the price is between 16 and 20 inches. So you can order 17, 18, 19 in between. You can get just 2 sides of one size on the other side, or you can get like a full frame for the same size. And they were suggesting get a toolkit if you've never had their frames. So I ordered that, and that's what the toolkit is. It's like a little key. I just want to make sure we have all kinds of keys, but I want to make sure I have a correct size, and I didn't want to go in my husband's tool chest and steal again, just like I got the wrench to tighten my frames. But I want to do a couple of special things like Gay and Rogers piece and other canvas pieces where you really need to tighten it. So this is how it comes. So one is, I think, 25 inches, as you can see, long, and I set one up. So it's just needs to have a tacks to put in, brass tacks, and then I'll be able to tighten. That's where you put that tool in here and adjust the way you want it. So you can adjust and make it super tight. So can't wait to try this out. I need to cut my fabric to the size and do this. So you'll see when I start using this and my first impressions of this. So that was the shipping itself, of course, because United States Postal Office raised the prices recently this year. So shipping was a little bit more than I expected, but I should not be surprised with those prices going up so much. So that was all of this year's March only purchases and freebies that I got. Let's check out some things that I received in the mail just recently in April. So a couple of magazines, and one is from Embroiderers Guild of America. Needle Arts is a magazine. When you become a member, they send it to you, and it's EGA for short, and all kinds of things you can find, like talking with the designers, visiting Hardanger district, and some projects. So you can kind of see little things like here's a Hardanger part, and all kinds of information, and different regional groups, what they've done. So interesting kind of read, and you see some designs talking about materials and so on and so on. So that's one magazine. Also, I'm subscribing to Inspirations, and they also send in from all the way from Australia magazine, and this is amazing looking. So again, they have all kinds of things, like there's a sheet of all designs that you can cut it out and use it, and just amazing stuff. And I pretty much want to try out all of them. I mean, look at this kind of flower, ribbons and roses it's called. So it's amazing new techniques that I always find something unique in here. And like embroidery stuff, like there's this little berry that looks so realistic. So they have instructions in here, and there's again that same butterfly, like mushrooms, and show you how to do. And if you wanted to order a kit, then they sell a kits too online. But I mean, look at that, it looks like a gazillion French knots, right? So that's 2 magazines I got. And then I finally got like a 10-week plus wait was from a needle in a haystack for just like a specialty thread. So I have not opened yet, but I finally received it. So they don't charge until they ship. And the one, not a bad thing, but one thing that they don't say if they have something in stock or not, but you can have a choice to get all at the same time, even if you have to wait, or just get in parts, but then you have to pay shipping again. So the list in here, not gonna show you my address. So there's for all kinds of different projects. So let's see what goodies I got in here. Something totally different, not Stitchy related. So we'll see, we have, these are Planet Earth silk ply fibers. So I got 2 of these, and it's such a soft thread. Then I needed a specific type soie d'Alger for, I can't remember for which project. Like I said, it's been so long. That another soie d'Alger of this color. I'm just slowly filling up some of the specialty stitch projects, and there's a Gloriana. I know Gloriana, some of them had to waiting for a long time. They're having problems. Then I've never used this Londonderry linen thread. I can't remember what project this is gonna be. Is that the white work or something? So, oh, this is lacing. Okay, lacing. And as you can see right here, it says lacing, 100% linen thread. So that should be strong. I've never tried them, so we'll see how that works. Then this is Soie de Paris, pure silk, number 4633, and that's a color you can see. It's just such a shiny thread, but doesn't look like a very big spool in here. Then I needed some kind of cryonic, and this is ribbon, 1/16 inch of ribbon, very beautiful. And the same, just a typical 032, so it's shiny ribbons. Then let's see, cards again. Never used this Japan thread, size 4 coronet braid, and it has this like a multicolor kind of sheen in here, darker and more golden, and it has 50% iridescent polyester and rayon, so that's going to be interesting to try out. And I've never used the rainbow linen 100%, and I'll need to look what's it's needed. So you see this very thick, so that's the linen piece. That, and there's some for white work gonna be, I know, and some for Gay and Rogers projects. So this is accentuate, 2 of them. I can't remember what that, because I know one of the projects, Gay and Rogers, I'll be substituting colors, so I'm gonna try out. And those I had to wait for a bit, but I love this bright blue color. And then this one over soie, it's 103. So I had different ones, but this is 103. So this is what it looks like a natural color. And let's see, are they all the same color? White, ivory, and whites. Okay, so 2 whites and 1 ivory, Londonderry linen thread. So this is Londonderry just lacing thread, and this is stitching thread is going to be. So I think this is for one of the white work hardinger pieces, I think, from our book that I wanted to try out. So this is what it looks like. So those are for the stitchy pieces. And I have something that's not stitchy related, but I thought it might be cool to show it to you. And that was also bought from Etsy. Like something else that I'll show you in a minute. And that was we'll have Lithuanian American communities, like a general meeting, and wanted to say as a thank you to previous like a president of the group for all those years of working, and we're trying to figure out how to say thank you. So I saw this on Etsy, and I thought that might be cool little gift, and I got tempted and I ordered something for myself. So let's see what is in there. I think I just cut the sides, or I need to cut a little bit more. It's very, very taped up in here. And like we know a lot about like a Greek pantheon, goddesses, gods, and there's a corner left in here. And especially like as Lithuanians, we never were taught about our local ones from ancient times. Still need to cut. Just wanted to do unboxing for you. So I ordered something for myself and for the ex-president. So let's see if they put it all in one package together. They really taped up. So it's in English, so anybody can inherit that and read here in America. And I thought that would be something cool to spend time with your family or friends in the groups and do it. So let me show you what I was talking about. And there's this book by Tautvydas Kaltenis. It's called Dausos Pantheon of Baltic Gods. A hardcover book, very interesting. It's still in the plastic. And I ordered also this one that are like a playing cards with the names of the gods written in here. And let's see, mine's package is supposed to have a book and the cards. That's why I wanted to do opening of the package together with you so we can check it out, unless there's a separate one coming just with the book. I don't know, or it's a tiny book. Can it be tiny book? Probably not. Ooh, here it is. So those are special cards like in here, and will be interesting to check it out, all those playing cards. So I guess just the book should be coming separately for the previous president. But yeah, so that's the set, how it comes. I don't think there's anything else. So the book, I'm not going to open it this second, just in case if I need to gift that to her, and hers is coming later. So it came from California. I bought it from Etsy, and there's like a t-shirts also with those kind of symbols, and will be very cool. So besides that, I also, let's set this aside, I also ordered something from Etsy to try out for different again projects, and it arrived quickly also. So this is linen thread, Londonderry linen, same like that, because I didn't want to wait for very long, wasn't sure how soon it's gonna get. And something like this, that I have two of these just in case, and it's Ecru number 80 cordonnier special thread. So it's very, very thin, like a crochet thread that will be used for something else. And once I'm ready to work on that project and try that project, I'll show you what is going to be used for. So those are things that arrived to me so far in April.